Hello, I'm Felicity Green, and at the moment I'm sitting in rehab, and I broke my leg 10 days ago, so I'm sitting in rehab. But I'm taking care of something that I've been needing to do for the past few weeks. I have spent 3 years doing a book and having it printed by Balboa Press. I realized I made a big mistake choosing Balboa Press to do my book. It took, when I first spoke to the first person, they suggested it would be out in a month, or at the most 2 months. Well, it took a full year of going back and forth and back and forth. Their editing department was terrible. Their artistic side was also terrible. I mean, I have photographs in my book, and they didn't even put pictures exactly into frames. They'd put them crooked. Anyway, it was a horrible year of many, many frustrations. However, the book did come out this last year, the first, I ordered 100 copies for me to give some talks and sell. So that happened. The first book arrived at the beginning of September, and I was able to take that up to Canada. It was just one book, but the bookstore there at Yashodhara Absharam in Canada loved the book and said they were going to order it. Okay. Then I came back and heard that there was going to be a 3-week delay, something to do with the printer. So the rest of the 100 books, 99 books, I guess, I got on would it be November, and I had bought those books. I paid $14 a book, okay, and I bought those books. Anyway, I have sold all of those books, giving talks just locally, and yet I have yet to see a penny. In the beginning, I paid them $2,400. So that was in 2016, okay? That was the package. And then when I bought the books, I paid them $1,400, I think it was. And so I have spent that, plus I had an assistant, and I know that's on the side that I paid. So the book has been very expensive for me. As you can see, I am not young. I'm 85. I'm very pleased with the book. It has turned out well. It is called Who Are You? But as I say, I've got nothing back. Nothing at all. And they are terrible, as I say. 2-3 days, they return calls maybe. Emails, they return calls maybe. I mean, they're dreadful, and nobody knows. They sort of have different departments, and nobody knows what anybody else is doing, and you have to go over and over and over things. Anyway, I want to put this video out and say, for heaven's sake, don't go to Balboa Press or Hay House. I don't know what Hay House has to do with Balboa Press, and my experience is with Balboa Press, but they are a disgusting, totally, I don't know what to call them. Anyway, that is something, and I have no idea what result this will have. But I want to let people know so that other people don't go through this. Balboa Press, don't use them. Okay. Another book I've now done with Create Space, and that of course goes to Amazon. So with Balboa Press, although my book costs $33.95, I think, with Balboa Press, they said I would get $8 per book from people who ordered it from Balboa Press. If it was sold through Amazon, I would get $2 a book, which is disgraceful. I mean, that is disgusting. Anyway, there we are.